In this video, we're going to go over the partner drills for the 3 major jabbing techniques found in Kung Fu. Here we go. Previously, I went over 3 major jabbing techniques that we do in Kung Fu fighting. One was a corkscrew punch, one was a side punch, and one was a front hand straight punch. And we went over all of the basic body connection and posture for each of the techniques. In this video, we're going to go over how you can train it with a live partner. Remember, we have to use footwork. We're not just going to stand and throw the strike back and forth. We're going to step in, do our strike, and then step out, try to find another angle, and then do the same thing. First, we're going to start with a corkscrew punch. Remember, with a corkscrew punch, I want to lift my elbow up and strike outward and downward. My thumb is down, and I'm hitting with the last 3 knuckles. I'm going to either target to the body or I'm going to target to the head. My partner is going to use a wiping block or a forearm block or an elbow block to block the technique, and we're going to do this back and forth. And as we get comfortable, we're going to pick up speed and we're going to really try to dive in onto the technique. Now, of course, in real fighting, you're not just going to go back and forth with these techniques, and one person's not going to just let you punch them all day long, but we're doing this so we can drill and get all of our repetitions in so the technique feels very, very comfortable. The next technique is a side punch. In that side punch, the elbow's down and slightly out, the thumb is up, and I'm, again, generally focusing on these last 3 knuckles. Don't forget that opposite hand is in guard. It's either in front of my face, the side of my face, or I can put in front of my body as well. This side punch can hit into the head, or it can hit in the gut. Technically speaking, there's 2 ways I can hit with a side punch. I can come linear, or I can come slightly out and around. Now, you'll probably notice when I'm doing this footwork, I'm not just going straight in and throwing my punch straight out. You can see I'm coming around a little bit with that punch. I get a lot of power by rotating my body and then lunging that punch outward. The side punch is almost like a very long, stretched out hook punch. When I come around, it has quite a bit more power and a little bit more range, but it's a little bit slower. When it comes straight in, it's great to penetrate or go right between their guard. Either way that you use it, this is a very effective front hand strike. Now remember, I can throw these as whipping fast strikes, or I can throw them as hard hauling swinging strikes if I want to produce a lot of power. It depends what I want as a result. Because in Kung Fu, there's a lot of variability. I don't have to do it just one way. One technique, but many methods. The last technique is a front hand straight punch. That front hand straight punch is going to launch directly outward. The elbow is slightly out, and I'm going to hit with the first 2 with the last 3 knuckles, and that thumb is facing inward. This is one of the easiest jabbing techniques to do, and this also looks more classically like a boxing jab. In fact, I think most martial arts styles have some kind of front hand straight punch. So I'm going to target to the head or to the body, just like I can in all of the jabbing techniques. Same idea, we're stepping in and coming back, stepping in with that strike and coming back. Or we can have one partner do multiple attacks and then the opposite partner do multiple attacks. And remember, we're doing the footwork in between each of those drills, incorporating real blocking, incorporating real striking. If I want to hit hard, I press in a little bit harder with my strike and I squeeze my hand and I really rock my weight into that strike. If I want to go fast but don't want to produce too much power, I actually keep my hand loose and I move my hand quickly, but I try not to drive through with a shot. And I go as hard as my partner can take. I want this drill to be beneficial for both of us. My partner learns how to block fast, real-time strikes, and I get to learn how to hit a moving target. These jab techniques are fantastic to set up different strikes. Like I can open somebody up with my front hand and then power them up with my backhand. Open up with my front hand and throw a kick, or rush in and throw a shoot or a grab. And now in this video, we're only doing 1 strike at a time, but in sparring, I can do multiple strikes depending on what I want to achieve. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time.